Man, those 2 kills like that sounds great. Grab some more quick.
Visit me sometime.
Okay.
I'll stop by.
Hey, good shit, bro.
This is 10 gifted subs tonight. Are you kidding me, man?
My
Oh,
God.
those guys ahead of you. Get him, get him, get him, get him. We're going for the W tonight. We're going for the W tonight.
You want to go to... Wow.
With friends like Squad Stupid, who needs enemies? Alright, good evening, everyone. Bye, everyone. Right now, it's just me. That's okay. We are going to get into some more Witcher tonight. You see that I followed myself? That's the test alert. Don't pay any attention to it. It doesn't mean anything. All right. Couple of small changes on the channel so far. We've got a couple of new songs I added to the soundtrack, including this one. All copyright free. Don't have to worry about those copyright strikes. Also, as you saw on the pre-show and as you'll see on the main stream, I have put down my follower goal. Trying to get to 400. When I get to 400, I will stream Outlast, a game that I tried to play about 10 minutes of a couple years ago and I noped right out. I will play Outlast live on stream. I will also set up some Twitch alerts, or some bit alerts. So that way, I will set up some bit alerts that are jump scare type noises, and I will post those when I do that stream. But I gotta get to 400 first. That's the goal I'm trying to set for myself. So if you're new to the channel, first of all, thanks for stopping by. And we're gonna continue with The Witcher. Don't ask me where I am. I haven't played in a few weeks. I'm getting to the point to where I'm feeling like I might just be playing it offline, just so I can play half an hour here, half an hour there, because I want to stream more of it. But it's like a 100-hour game, 100 hours or more if you play the DLC. And I'm not doing a bunch of side missions, so it still is going to take me like 50 or 60 hours, and I don't know that I want to stream all of that. I got into that last year with Dark Souls Remastered, and I gave up after about 35 or 40 hours. I don't want that to happen with Witcher 3 as well. So, anyway, enough about me. Let's play The Witcher 3. Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it plays, if it plays nice with me tonight, or if I have to run it through my desktop. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Whenever it decides to launch. Hear a lot today, so my sinuses are all up. I'll try not to sniff into the microphone.
I see you gather before me.
Before I get going, I want to see the stream, see if good. Usually desktop capture works pretty well on this one. It's not working. I have had so many problems getting desktop capture to work. Or not desktop capture, I'm sorry, game capture. I mean, I may have to just say screw it and do everything from desktop, but that just sucks. I'm gonna delete the gameplay capture. Delete. Yes. And let's try to re-add it and see if that helps. Game capture. Capture any full screen application. Scale resolution at 2560 by 1440. So you're not seeing this right now, but don't worry, you're not missing anything. You know, let's Google this. I'm really over this crap. Let's Google it. Game capture OBS not working. Not Streamlabs OBS, just plain old OBS. Let's see. Steam overlay. I'm not using Steam overlay. Game captures for full screen. Windowed mode. Captures a different layer in the rendering process. It's more efficient resource-wise. Use game capture in games that allow the capture. Well, this game has allowed it before, and that's what I don't understand. If I tell it to capture The Witcher, there it is. I guess I can do that. And just put it back there like that. I guess I can do that. Stuff a little bit more like. I have to go in every time and tell it capture a specific window? That's kind of stupid.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
All right. There's your recap. Actually, you know what? Let's move me back over here. I mean, all I'm blocking is your view of my potions and stuff. It's not really a big deal. What? I didn't upset anyone. What are you talking about?
It's hard to like play in this way.
I gotta talk to some people. Let's do it.
I will get you every last copper, with interest.
Copper.
Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Whoa.
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour? Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
It's about to be.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now. Really? Who's that be? Mine. Offered her a better rate. All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
So I need to remember how to play. I probably should have just paid it, but $200 is a lot of money in this game. Whoa, what happened there? Gross. Get lit up. Get lit up.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
I thought I was doing you a favor.
It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Talking like that through your mouth.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just got to soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Who?
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
I don't know who Junior is.
Lot. They have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant.
He's not
That
named
lying
Dandelion
scoundrel.
in the Netflix series. He's named something else.
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
On his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
And see through, like next to her bra straps, I can see through it. Check it out.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Alright.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
I'm gonna check something real quick. Testing. Okay, good. Just want to make sure the text chat was working properly. Windowed all of a sudden. What happened? I guess it looks okay to you guys. I don't care. I would just like it to fill my screen. Okay, now I'm confused. Desktop. Shortcut. Make game full screen. I thought it was Alt Enter. Alt Enter on Windows. Was it not working? What the hell? It's not working. OBS, you're starting to piss me off, man. Fuck it. Like, it's actively making me mad. You guys can't see it, but on my screen, it's windowed, and I hate playing in windowed mode. Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
Oh, okay. I will come in. Thank you.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Okay.
Elial.
Okay.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Don't need another rest.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start.
Huh?
Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded
Okay.
fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Thanks for your help.
I won't ask him why he dresses that way. It's
Nice
none
to
of my
meet you.
business.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Got anything I can steal? Whoops. How do I do my Witcher vision? I forget. Oh, I just hold down right mouse. God, I'm so out of it. Not me. I'm just out for a jog. Don't mind me.
Hello, fella. Well met.
Well met. Out of my way. Shady individual. Look at this guy. Shady individual. Poor dude. I'm just looking at him and immediately says, shady individual. Get out of my way. I got witching to do.
Even the rain smells like piss in this town.
I'd go here and get my hair cut. Yeah, let's get a new hairstyle.
For a barber? Well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
What?
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
The beard's good. I just want a different hair. Oh god, he's drunk. It's gonna look bad. Listen to him. That's how I have it now. Right? No? We'll go with that one.
This is not what I wanted.
What do you mean, not what you wanted? Are you cut and coiffed? You are. And
It's the same haircut I have.
I'd say.
What a bastard.
This is not the look I wanted.
And this is not the fate I wanted. I was to be an alderman in Mahakan. Instead, I shave and cut tramps and ragamuffins. Life deals what it deals. You shrug and you take it.
Try again.
Oh, welcome back to you. Satisfied customer always comes by again, eh?
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
I'm gonna tell him long this time. Long and loose. Let's see what he does. I love the reserve style. Like, it's gonna look trashy. Okay, yeah, that's good. Look like I'm singing for a metal band. Yeah, look at that. Power metal band. As we cross the sea. Oh wow, look out, dude. Yeah, I like this hair better.
It turns out he'll not come.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Alright, fine. Gotta teach the kids. I get it.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
It hurt him much.
Will he die?
You don't die from rats, stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar. That's enough. We're done for the day.
I steal your
Gather
stuff.
things and go home.
Wonder if the rat catcher will get well.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough,
Ah, wrong button.
as good as in the grave. And this one's got a fever.
Steal all your books. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm taking all that too. I'm robbing from a charitable school. Alright, what do you got, lady?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his
Wonder
hand
why.
abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snaky whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that's not good poetry.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help.
That doesn't really help much. Unless you got something else for me.
Can I become a witcherette?
No. No. Go away. Go away, kid. You bother me. Grab a beer. Actually, no, I'm gonna grab a beer. What? Let me into the bar. It's 11 a.m. Oh, I gotta get over here.
Always going on about the eternal fireworks.
Son, when the bloke comes round the corner, we do the wounded man bit.
Who's going to do the lie down? I did the mummy last time.
Get off my back.
Sick already?
Show you how
Bloody
flowing
is
sick I am.
Shut it. Someone's coming.
Yeah, me, right here.
What?
And I pray till my knees bled.
Alright. What's up, barkeep?
You're an artist? A sword swallower?
What?
No, a witcher.
Never heard of that.
What did the cook make today?
Oh, I've got a bunch of beers. I don't need your beers. I'm just gonna sit here and drink them.
Farewell.
just gonna sit here and drink my beers. One of each of those? Yeah! Woo! Yeah.
What do you want?
If I sound different if I talk, you think keep while I'm drunk?
Hello there. Welcome.
Oh, I sobered up. That's lame.
Farewell.
Oh man, I wanted to be like, what do you got? I'm gonna get something to drink. Hammered. Get that buzz off of 2 beers. Witcher. Weak sauce. Kitty cat. Hey, don't hiss at me, kitty. Town square. It's a big town.
Greg has got the imagination of a drunk troubadour. She never lied.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Okay.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette. An Imperial General and
Hello.
a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
How far away are we going? Who knows? 3 hours later. Where on the map is this?
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there
In
often
Bruges?
to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vaughan.
What's up, Jordy?
Gray's a nice color.
How you doing, man?
For horses, too.
Told you I'd stream Witcher next.
My coin's on the black
Or soon.
Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Me and Stuart, aka Roach.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
We gonna race?
They just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
If I win, will you go
Don't
away?
make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautiful.
Oh, so you're a degenerate.
Why not?
Sure.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Been busy lately? Thunderbolt?
Radovid's encamped nearby. And Chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Okay, let's begin. You've been working a lot?
Riders, ready!
Come on. Faster.
A shortcut? Not yet. I did have one fight. I had one fight. It was pretty quick, though. I ripped 4 bandits apart. I'll box you out. Oh, he's gonna let me win this. Because it's the first race, they're gonna let me win, right? I'll box him out, though. Watch me do it. Yeah.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
You carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations.
Hand it over.
That is yours.
I'll take it.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman.
I got a haircut.
That's her.
Speak to her. And you must
Portly?
find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad.
Really?
We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Rude. She's not even close to being portly.
What's your hair lately?
Yeah, basically I got into one fight and then I got a haircut. That's all you've missed. Higher stamina. I like it. That was worth it. Save our game here. We'll get into more action here in a little bit, though. Don't you worry. All right, Molly. What you got for me?
I'm Molly,
close to being
Lord.
portly.
Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
Our master archer?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages.
Holy crap, dude. You run 15 miles a day? That's ridiculous.
Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
You just running for cardio? And guitar, what are you trying to play? What kind of music?
Metal.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course.
Sometimes only 10.
Borrow some coin
Dude,
for a barge.
I'm lucky to walk 5 miles a day.
Barge.
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's
That's
sister?
just another woman he's trying to hook up with.
Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion.
A 12-string.
He'd show me his etchings,
Tricky.
but he never did. I'd so like to see him.
People are good at playing 12-string acoustics. It's fun to watch.
He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks, and good luck to you on your search. Long been in Novigrad, sir?
Stop staring or I shall call the guards.
Jeez.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
No, actually came to say goodbye. I'll get back on my own somehow.
As you will. In any case, I thank you for a pleasant afternoon.
No, thank you. Till next time.
Sounds like a snooty asshole, but it's actually not the worst guy in the world. He didn't welch on his bet when I kicked his ass. Where am I on the map? Somewhere I've never been. Oh, I'm out here. Okay. Well, let's go to that signpost.
From Temeria.
Hey, I remembered the button. X is the whistle for Stuart. Come on, Stuart.
Slower.
I never really I just never got into playing guitar. My father is a really good guitar player. He played professionally for most of the time while I was growing up. Even if it was just, nights and weekends, because he had a day job, but he can play a lot of stuff just by ear. And he really wanted me to learn how to play, and it did not stick. It wasn't something I enjoyed. Which is too bad. But you can't force myself to enjoy something. You just kind of have to.
Save us from Nilfgaard.
You gotta enjoy it, right? You gotta enjoy it. And I just wasn't really enjoying it much. I have a cheapo electric guitar back in the closet. Got an okay smaller amp. A few guitar pedals, flanger, heavy metal pedal, all that stuff, but just didn't. I mean, it's like any hobby. You gotta enjoy it. And I wasn't enjoying it. And I've taken lessons not just from my dad, but someone who's now in a pretty famous punk band, who's a friend of a friend, gave me a lesson, and wasn't feeling it. Part of the problem is my calluses don't really stay on my hands very well. I've just had really bad hands ever since I worked outside a lot when I was younger, and especially in junior college, and my skin just it peels really easily. You can't build up the calluses. It's really hard to try to play. That's another excuse that I have, basically. But you know, haunted house. All right, let's go talk to this Rosa. Honestly, I wish I could play the drums. I think I would enjoy playing the drums more.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
I have one of those electronic drum kits that I bought for a rock band a long time ago, and just didn't spend the time like trying to learn stuff. Oh god, look at all these guys. I'm gonna have to fight them later.
Driving and slip through the bugger as quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Sounds like you might have been an acrobat.
Maybe so. Both Mr. Condon freaks.
Let one stray in, and before you know it, the
I gotta find a way in. Yeah, I used to play the drums back in Mexico. Turns out he's a group over there. Oh, really? Yeah. I've got friends that are in bands, and I love live music. Yes, live music. Just don't really ever, playing it was just not in the cards for me. How am I gonna get in here?
Washed your hair lately?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a haircut. What are you gonna do about it? Deal right in front of you. You didn't see that, did you? I'm a witcher.
What do you want?
Rosa var Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me, Miss Rosa.
Well, that was easy. Man, I didn't even need the Jedi mind trick for that. Cakewalk.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy when she grips a sword.
Thanks.
Grab a wooden one. Follow me.
Not a lot of combat tonight. A lot of story. I'm okay with that.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Oh, really? I'm not
gonna make me wait.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
They're showing ads? Oh, on Twitch, yeah. I can run ads, but I don't typically. He's blocking everything. Oh, I gotta break her down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Twitch always runs a couple ads when you first start.
Better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
And I don't know how often it plays them, but
Then who are you?
I don't run ads personally. Very, very rarely. if I'm gonna BRB for more than a minute, I might run them, but even then.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking
A witcher? That's splendid.
Oh, good.
I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
incredibly, but we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight.
Explain my job. I sell anime to website retailers like Amazon. So, stuff for Funimation. Oh, she's gonna get me. Oh, she didn't.
What? Lost your nerve?
What? So I set up promotions and things for different e-commerce websites. And did she poke me? What? Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate here. What? Are you out of stamina? What the fuck? What the fuck? My stamina's dead? Oh, she's hitting 3 there. I should know better. So I work with product buyers and stuff who decide how much of our content to buy and set up promotions and a lot of paperwork, but sometimes some fun stuff, sometimes some travel. Meetings at with the buyers, either at trade shows or at their offices and stuff, back when they could travel.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
I could see him doing that.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set it straight.
Kind of look the same.
Your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister. I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it.
This one.
I was left to repel the aging bard's advances.
Cowboy Bebop.
Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step.
Also, the Ghost in the Shell film from 1995. I saw that in a theater when I was in college, and it blew my mind.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabarit.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell.
Very skilled and
a very influential film. It had a big. It was a big influence on The Matrix.
Not a local, right?
Not that theatrical movie. That wasn't that. It wasn't very good. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't very good.
He referred to her as Calonetta a few times.
The movie is less than an hour and a half. If you can stream it, you definitely should.
About this Calonetta. Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few people I think that use both services, and they're both great values.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
By your cousin, I said thanks.
Really nice to meet you. Please come again.
That helps. That helps. Every little bit helps.
Can I expect any more lessons?
I don't work on the streaming side, but we're trying to grow every part of our business, and that's one part that's been growing pretty great. So, well, we were driving growth before the pandemic, so that's good. But you know, people are staying home and trying to absorb more content digitally.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
How's here tomorrow? Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
I'm going to see her again, aren't I? Cool necklace, by the way. I get one of those armors? Man, I want to wear that. That looks badass. Actually, so Dead Man Wonderland took it off of Funimation. Yeah, Dead Man Wonderland. What was the newest one that was on Netflix too? Though, wasn't there a newer one on Netflix?
KSM?
Or am I thinking of a different one? There was a Dead Man something on Netflix. Netflix has some anime, and Amazon Prime has a couple of really good shows like Made in Abyss and Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga's cool. I only watched a few episodes of that, but I hear it's really good. What I saw of it, it was a really good setup, kind of like Viking style anime. If you have Amazon Prime, check out Vinland Saga. Vindland. 2 words, Vinland Saga.
What's he doing here?
Actually, you said Dead Man Wonderland. Yeah. I watched 1 or 2 episodes of Dead Man Wonderland, and it wasn't clicking for me.
Washed your hair lately?
It was so... if it was Dead Man Wonderland, I'm pretty sure that's the one. It was so out there. I like my anime to kind of follow a general storyline, and that had a storyline, but it was so all over the place and crazy.
What's he doing here?
If we're thinking of the same show.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant.
Ooh.
A freak. A useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
Really?
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Yeah, it does.
Question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs.
Yeah, there you
Come
go.
on, people.
And they use their own blood as weapons? Yeah, dude.
In your eyes.
Told that preacher where to go. Yeah, man. I mean, some crazy ass ideas that you can put into animated stories that are harder to pull off. Granted, CGI now you can do almost anything, but still pretty cool.
Willows.
It's in the area 2 days road from Zima.
Media.
God arrived there just before winter. Black.
How are you keeping, Bobby?
All right, Zoltan.
You old bum.
We're back. Talk to everybody. It's all one quest.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
What do you want to do for a job? I know it's still probably early for you, but
Zoltan, venture to say.
have any thoughts to college? What you want to do in college?
You know me that well. Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we want to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Bunch of crap. You first.
Tell me what you've got first. A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them. You've not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Of dubious worth. Think I might have something better. What are you waiting for? Let's have at it. Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list. What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde.
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that. That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye.
Oh! That's the one. Okay, not Dead Man Wonderland. Yeah, we have Dead Man Wonderland. Devilman Crybaby. Yeah, that show. I have not seen Dead Man Wonderland. Devilman Crybaby was... It's nuts.
Who's this Priscilla? A Troberitz, like you said.
I knew it was 2 words and started with a D.
Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea. Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double? I think he fell
Sinuses
in love.
haven't been great.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love. Oh, yes. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling. All right. Guess we gotta talk to her. Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen.
I got 2 episodes in before I got distracted, but it was wild.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry? Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Oh, it's after sundown. Let's go. Go watch this poetry slam. Medieval poetry slam. Move it, shady individual. I got witching to do. Everyone's in my way. Don't you know I'm a witcher?
Stop scaring us decent folk.
Water pipe goes gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
I've heard of Parasite. I've heard it's super violent. We had a movie of Parasite. I hear the anime is better than the movie, but I'm not sure. Alright, Yelp, can I get 5 stars on Yelp? I appreciate that. Thank you, Heavy Hand Swings. Try to be crisp about it. Pro streamer.
Come on, let's find some arse rests.
Nah.
Start soon.
Oh, by the way, guys, can I pause this? Oh, it's a cutscene. Never mind. Road to partner. That's right. Path to partner. Put in hashtag. I think it's hashtag donations. Not hashtag. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that was loud. Wow, I need to turn that down. That was insane. I can't pause this. Thank you for using that. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna turn that off before we even get going any further, because that about blew my eardrums out. Anyway, I set up a new command just showing how much money we've raised on this channel so far in 2 years as an affiliate. So thank you all for your subs and your bits and everything else. Commands. Donations. No sound. We'll fix that later. Sound files. Zelda secret sound. Delete. My God. I may have to. I could probably use it again, but I'll probably need to put. I'll probably need to put it in Audacity and minimize it a bit. Turn the volume down. Yeah, man. 2 years, about $1,800. About 200 of that was me matching. I do a donation matching promotion every year, because there's a charity drive that's done here in Dallas every year in September called North Texas Giving Day. So I do a thing for 3 or 4 weeks where I will match penny for penny how much money we raise, and I make a donation on top of the money that I'll get paid out. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. And the city has a bunch of philanthropists that come together, and they, as long as you're picking a charity that's included in there, but it's any 501c basically. So Canine Companions for Independence is included in there. I'm gonna turn her down. So if we raise $50 on my channel, I throw in 50 and that makes it 100. I donate 100, that turns into 200. So it's a great way for us to kind of double our money and then double it on top of that. I've done that twice now, but that's about $200 out of that total. The rest of it is all just money that I've raised from great viewers like yourselves. So thank you. I didn't know the new Taylor Swift album was included in this game. Oh, that's right. She can't play an instrument, so this isn't her. She just had Daddy get her started. Big name producers. Wish my dad was a big executive at a bank. Kappa HD. Yeah, we're supposed to be so impressed. Goblin Slayer is supposed to be good. Demon Slayer also is supposed to be really good. Demon Slayer is one of our more popular shows, an Aniplex title. Is that a 12-string guitar? 12-string lute? Opening from Meshuggah. Well done, well done. Six or seven. You talking about Demon Slayer? There's a lot of anime I've started and haven't finished. I try to watch a couple of a bunch of different anime.
Silence.
I did.
A murderer?
Bleed on these bongos.
Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles.
Blood on the dance floor. Yeah, Demon Slayer. How is it? It's in my queue.
murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? Who the fuck it is?
Permits me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented.
Bayonetta.
And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelions told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath.
Over time, it gets better and better. That's how a lot of shonen is. I think it's a shonen.
Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
This bar is loud.
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
You got it.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Hmm.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Thoughts and prayers for your Wi-Fi, Jordy.
He's one of 4 bosses
Thoughts and prayers.
who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it.
Hell yeah.
But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here.
Zoltan.
Did you clip that?
I leveled up. Good timing with the angry.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
I've got 3 experience points to spend? Really? Holy crap, I have 3 points to spend. I haven't done anything with them. I don't use the signs that often in combat. Don't use alchemy at all. Oh, I can add another slot. Did you clip that? I know. Adrenaline point loss, significant damage is lowered by 20%. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put that right there. My attack power is higher. I need to look at something though. Key bindings. How do I do strong attack? Is it shift? There's no... I have not been using strong attack all this time. Oh, left shift. Yeah, I hold left shift and I'll do strong attack. Okay. I thought. Like, I have been using it. Oh, what's in here? Stuff to sell. Can I jump from here? Or am I going to take some damage? I still have 2 points to use. I guess I should use them on something else. But I have to put them in here though, right? So I put them together like that. And I tie them together like that? Time duration by 5 seconds? Yeah. Sure. Jordan, but whatever. Fire stream. A continuous stream of fire that damages enemies? Oh, hell yes. We're gonna go with that. Okay. I jump from here? Am I gonna die? That didn't feel good. What up, Chef? Not much, man. It's been a lot of dialogue. Not a lot of, only one battle. And it was early on. I've been getting knocking out a pretty major quest, but it's a lot of research and talking to people and stuff, so you've not really missed much. Go find this person and talk to this person. Okay, now go talk to this person. Alright, now talk to this person. The bathhouse?
Anybody there? Open up.
Let me in. The hair of my chinny chin chin. What have you been up to, Chef? I haven't streamed in a few days. Been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Need to talk to the owner.
On my PS4.
He's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly
I don't have a capture card, so I don't stream on consoles.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well. I shall try. Please wait.
Oh, that's another thing. So I decided to open up my Discord a little more.
Siguruvin cordially invites you to join him. I'm Happen.
Your name's Happen? It made some fish and chips. I make some fish and chips every once in a while.
The meeting is in the bath.
Bake them in the oven, you know? Breaded fish, frozen.
Let's go.
It's a good quick thing for dinner when I don't feel like cooking. Tater tots. A little jalapeno ketchup. Yeah, so that's something else I forgot to mention. I've opened up my Discord. I had kept it kind of just for close friends. but you can see there for Discord. And did I put a command in for Discord? Let me check my chat bot real quick. I did make one for Discord. Let's see how loud this is. God, that's loud. Can I turn these sound files down a little bit? My God. Let me see if I can edit them real quick. Oh, I can turn the volume down. Okay. Well, then let's re-add the Zelda one. Just a second. I deleted this earlier. Wait, what? Alright, bear with me just a second. No, that is too loud. Still really loud.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me! I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Are these turning down, up and down properly? Okay, good.
And here's the thing, it'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
Okay, I think we can do Zelda now, which I have in my chat. Wait, where's my commands? Sorry, just a second. I have in donations the Zelda noise. It was so freaking loud. Alright, let's try it again. This is donations. And that's not so bad now. That's not so bad. Anyway, that Discord invite is wide open. Feel free to come join. I don't post a ton of stuff. Occasional movie review, a link to some music I've been listening to. There's live notifications, and then whenever I post a video to YouTube that's a stream highlight reel, I'll post that in there too. We have a general chat just for talking shit with friends, but it's pretty. My Discord's pretty lame, to be honest. It's not full of a lot of memes. Oh, your Wi-Fi did it go down for a minute? That sucks. Anyway, feel free to join my Discord if you want. I will be policing it with a heavy hand swings. So if anybody, there's a zero tolerance policy in there. So if you post anything that doesn't belong, basically behave yourself like you would in my chat is all I ask. It's not a place for people to be shitheels. So, but if you're here, you're hanging out, you're cool. So go ahead and join my Discord if you want. I just hope you don't invite a bunch of assholes. But that's not going to happen. Alright, cool, Chef. Yeah, welcome.
Splendid. Sigiru and the waits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bun you have.
What? Whoa! Whoa, Monka TOS! Hello! Is this even allowed? Type exclamation point Discord, and you'll see the link.
And Junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse.
What? There's... Whoa! Whoa!
You copper, look, you got a pie.
Stream getting taken out in 3, 2, 1. There it is. A little high in the mix, but not too bad. What kind of language is that? Oh, it won't let me punch him. I tried to punch him, it won't let me do it. That was good timing. 3, 2, 1. We'll be right back.
Got me break now.
I mean, you can stream this game and you're not gonna get banned. People have streamed the whole damn thing and it's no big deal. I want to hang out in the bath.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice. You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye.
I'm gonna have to get into a fist fight with him.
Your guest.
How much you want to bet it's fist fight coming up?
Why the fuck you let him in here?
Let's get into it.
I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
Hey.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Much language.
I'm a witcher.
Problems with your plumbing?
Nah, it's under control. Geralt's a friend from the old days. Although...
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing
Punch him in the dick! Oh, I will. I'll speed bag him. I'll go. Yep, there he is. Get ready to get speed bag, kid. It's gonna happen.
Any weapons tucked away? Just a few.
Okay. Give me the blackjack. I don't need anything too big. Yeah, I'm a little... The scarring comes from the process of becoming a witcher. It's a little hard on the body.
First ever Barney with my prick hanging out.
Orson's henchman. Get wrecked.
God damn it! We need one alive.
Not that one. You need one alive? I think it'll be him. Yeah. Ladies love the scars.
Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
I like that guy's sword tats. Pretty tight.
Especially not in front of our guest.
Scars are pretty cool too.
Pranced in right before they attacked.
The skin, the textures on the skin is so good. This game came out in 2015, and the graphics on the peoples and the face animations are still fantastic.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
I think they are.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
I'm about to be in the market for a new headset, by the way. The battery life on this thing's starting to get weaker. It disconnects sometimes. Oh, by far, Chef. Yes.
So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
They just announced today Logitech's G Pro X wireless. So it's the wireless version of the wired. I tried on the wired a couple weeks ago, and they feel really comfortable. But I was looking for a wireless set. I got enough wires everywhere, and a wireless that'll do surround sound and stuff. I already use a Logitech mouse, and I have a Logitech camera, so I've got the software installed. I would just basically add that to it, and I could take these Astro A50s. The battery life's getting weaker. They disconnect every once in a while. Whenever I restart my PC, sometimes I've got to unplug the docking station and plug it back in. The reviews are pretty good on the Logitech one. A lot of people complaining about the microphone quality. I'm going to disconnect the microphone. I'm never going to use it because I use this. So battery life's pretty good. It charges over USB-C, and it's the same form factor, which I felt was really comfortable when I tried on the other ones. So might order them. I might. They're not shipping until August, so in a couple weeks. But there's some other brands I really like. There's some HyperX makes a couple of good headsets that are wireless. SteelSeries, of course, makes great stuff. I would need different ear cups for the SteelSeries. I had an Arctis 7 before I bought these A50s, and the ear cups are too shallow. Like, my ears are touching the drivers, and I hate that. I hate that. In this, they're just barely touching it, but I don't really notice it. The hell? Knock my damn microphone over. I don't mind if it's just barely resting on it like it is in these. And what's another company I was looking at? Corsair's got a couple of good ones. I have a Corsair keyboard, so I do have the software installed for Corsair as well. But I've also seen reviews that the Corsair ones that the ear cups are kind of shallow too. So, yeah. In fact, while we're here, let me I'll put in chat if you want to see it. The one I'm looking at. Logitech Pro X Wireless. To take you to their website. They still have coming soon listed on this, but that is the one I'm looking at. The wired version felt really comfortable, and I like the build quality. It's not all plasticky like all the other Logitech headsets. It's more like the build quality is a lot more like the Bose noise canceling headphones that I use back in my office and when I travel for work. So yeah, clean. It looks clean. There's no LEDs. It doesn't scream out gaming. It just has that G logo on the sides, and it doesn't light up. It's 2.4 gig. So it's better connection. These are 5 gig, and I can barely walk into the next room without them cutting out. Stuff like that. And $199 is a little more than I was thinking of spending, but honestly, there were a couple headsets I was looking at that were in the $249 range. So the fact that they're under $200 puts me in the ballpark. So I've had these Astros for about 2.5 years. They've been good. I will probably take them and put them back in my game room and set them up on my PS4 so I can play and do surround sound and chat with them if Melissa's sleeping and I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. So I also like that these Logitechs come, and I'm going to flip to desktop view for those of you who see it. It comes with both the leatherette and the velour, like the mesh type ones. So these have that mesh, so it's more open and you can hear outside. They don't get as hot as the leatherette ones, but they also don't block out as much noise. But I do like these padded ones. Although you can remove these. It's just, and I love how easy that is to remove these. They're just magnetic on the Astros. I like these Astros. I like the A50. I have an A40 that I bought a long time ago, and they're so comfortable. And that's what I hear on this too, is that the comfort is really high. And I tried on the wired version, and they're super comfortable. Anyway, it's pouring outside, which means I wonder if you're getting the storm that we had here this afternoon. Wait. Jordy, you're not in Texas, are you? I get confused sometimes. It rained here today for the first time in like 2.5, 3 weeks.
I need to find Horson. Now looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis.
Michigan. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that next time.
We get dressed?
So it's not the same storm, is what you're saying.
We'll talk in private.
Anyway, the audio quality on the Logitechs apparently is pretty good, so...
Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my...
First thing I care about is comfort and audio quality.
For it. Gotta say it was worth breaking your
microphone, don't give a shit. Not going to use it.
Healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
11th birthday of the Blair Witch Project. What? Blair Witch Project came out in 99. What are you talking about, 11th birthday? Comfort, especially if you wear glasses. Yeah, and it's not really a problem for me for most of my headphones that I've ever had. I can't think of any that have really made me feel the pinch. I do like, is it Razer? I think their headphones have like a little notch that's like here to have less pressure on from the cans into the glasses. That's smart. Like that's thinking outside the box. I have not had a pair of Razer headphones that I've tried on that I thought were worth the money that they ask, and they look too gamery. Like, I don't want them to scream out gamer. These kind of already do enough. I don't need a bunch of LEDs and stuff. 21st. Ha! If it's going north from Michigan, you're good. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Blair Witch came out late. That's right, late July. Was it today? I saw Blair Witch opening weekend in a theater, and I got motion sick towards the end. All the shaky cam.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry?
Can't believe that movie did over 100 million at the box office. I still have my freebie shirt that I got from Artisan.
Could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
I've worn it on stream.
Listen, Reuben. No, Dijkstra.
Damn it. Next time, Heavy Hand Swings, when I'm streaming, I will wear the Blair Witch Project t-shirt. I've had that since 1999.
Listen.
It's still in great shape. It is one of the better quality promo shirts I ever received for any movies or any video games or anything.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might.
I like the movie. Love's a little loose of a word. I liked it.
Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
I love the story behind how they made it. And it's the most successful independent film of all time. Maybe the first Halloween would be the other one that you could argue was more successful.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself.
Yeah, Chef. It made it hard to watch in a theater. I did get motion sick. I had to like stare away towards the end a couple times.
I'll never forget.
And I get motion sick now in games sometimes. There's a game, the Wolfenstein games, the 2 new Wolfenstein games. There's too much camera sway, the head bob. You can't turn it off, and it doesn't move in concert with the way your body moves. It's like a separate movement. And I played 30 minutes of the first of the Wolfenstein, not Wolfenstein 2, but the New Order or whatever. I was turning white. So I blame Blair Witch for my getting motion sick when I play certain games now. I can't read like in a car for more than 10 or 15 minutes. I never felt that way until Blair Witch. Now, I was also in my early 20s when I saw Blair Witch too, so I was a lot younger. If that tells you how old I am now. Yes, there it is.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Mentioned Horson's got a house.
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the...
Arena sounds...
Seward. Now,
all right.
Junior...
Arena in the sewers. Gotcha.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
God.
Do what you will.
A lot of talking tonight.
Horson's expecting payback.
Your math is suspect, Jordy, but I appreciate it.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You took your girl?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
Crimes against poetry?
serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend.
Oh, that's funny.
My own problems.
That's
Problems
good writing.
You might be able to help
I like
me
that.
with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
What do you need?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
He's got a thick neck. He's got a thick neck. I'm just testing to see if Heavy Hand Swings is still here. Another ad? Oh my god. I thought I turned those off. I mean... Just a second. You shouldn't be seeing that many ads if you're...
Be so kind.
You're a subscriber. Look at this. Sneaky devil you. Give me a second. I'm going to open something up. I don't think I have ads turned on. I'm going to double check. Oh, god dang it. I accidentally turned on Steam. So no, Steam is going to sit here and... The 30-second ones. Oh, god. That's me. Here's another problem. Broadcaster is not enabled in-game drops. Yes, I did. I've turned them on. But this freaking Twitch doesn't recognize that I've turned them on. Let me go to my creator dashboard and see if I can turn off ads. I should choose one to run them myself. Run 60-second ad break is a button I have in here. Community, sites, stream manager, preferences. Oh, go away, Steam. I'm not even playing anything in you. Affiliate? Oh, there's a check mark I gotta check. Allow subscribers to watch your content on your channel ad-free. That was unchecked for some reason. Alright, well I just checked it. So hopefully you're a sub, you shouldn't see any more ads. I'm sorry about that. You didn't miss much. Just this thick neck guy talking trash to me. And so but I'm going to do a job for him because I want him to tell me where Dandelion is or help me find Dandelion. Here we go. Thank you for telling me about that, Jordy. Because, yeah, if you're a sub, I don't want you to have to watch ads. And I thought I'd turn that on. I'd click that. But apparently I hadn't. So, my bad.
Oh, Bart. Not again.
Bart.
I didn't have to draw my sword.
Bart,
what?
Now.
What is that?
Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. But sadler.
2 ads already. Yeah, you know, Twitch, if you're on mobile, it's going to play an ad when you first start up a stream. But even if you're a sub, it shouldn't do that. Well, sometimes it does.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door?
Nice.
Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and...
So use this to break into a vault?
But God, then boom! Jorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Alright.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters.
Stuff he stole.
Go on.
Shiny, careful. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redanian's
This guy's
king?
got something up his ass.
But I am wondering, for instance...
It's about to be my sword up his ass.
Oh, no. Move. Hold. Bad look won't go. Bad look, no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I?
Foxtail butt plug.
Cover the walls of the sewers on the side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom.
Oh, so they use the shrooms to put him to sleep.
Go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox Fons, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked
But still.
up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing.
Last of
down
Us
there.
spores.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
God, this guy is a pain in the ass.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be
honest.
upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Hi, Bart.
What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
I talked to Bart.
Hey, Bart. Got a minute?
Minute. But no minute, Scott. But rocks, Scott. Rocks want?
Nah.
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like. Talk me with.
Here we go.
Why do you like Siggy so much?
Siggy good. Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious. But no understand.
This is not getting me anywhere.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. Yeah. But here. His.
So, the fuse before the bomb.
But his here in Love Tree.
What?
Where Bart turdy dump.
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No. His other. Not animal all that.
Right. So, like what?
Like... rock?
A hissing rock. Mm-hmm.
It's a fuse.
All right. Let's change the subject.
Good. But time got. Torfon go. But God, now nothing.
I like Bart.
Thanks for your help. So long.
Long. Long.
Alright, you stay down here and think about rocks.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away. I thought Witcher's potions were vile. Show me what you
Watch me sidestep you guys. Damn it. Die! Why am I not doing the frickin'... There's too many of them down here. Do the frick... Oh my god. There's a lot of them down here. This sucks. I've already used all the antidote, too. I'm also, like, pinned down against the frickin' wall. Do you mind? Why can't I do the Igni? What the hell? It's not letting me do Igni. I don't understand why it's not letting me do Igni. Is that hissing? Rocks. I don't have a lot of time. I'm getting poisoned. Didn't get very far. There it is. You see me sidestep that? Come on. There it is again. Over there? Okay. Where do I need to be going? Confused. What? I just jumped off the... Oh my god, really? I did a little hop. I just did a big hop and I died. That was some trash can. Please put me in a spot where I'm not, like, having to reload. I haven't been saving the game very frequently. If you put me way the hell back, I'd be mad. Lost 2 hours of gameplay. I'll fucking uninstall, I swear to God.
Did you clip that?
I didn't. Okay, this is good. This is good. There, I took the last one.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to
Yeah, Jordy, where were you telling me to save? Does it count me as looting everything already? No, it doesn't. Let's not jump down this time, though. Wait, wolf hide? Hell yeah. Back down we go. We gotta go back. You got sidetracked. Come on, man. Thought I knew you better.
Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
Look at that. Alright, up we go. Where'd all the ladies go? Come on, man. Need something to look forward to.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Yeah, Chef, you're not wrong, man. Being busy.
From master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informants.
Usually you're the first one to tell me to save, so it's alright. It's just off-brand for you to not be doing it.
Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal.
Think you save again. Like the Bethesda game rule, right? You're playing a Bethesda RPG, you gotta save like every 30 seconds or you're gonna be screwed. I've lost hours replaying stuff.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Through my controller.
After Radovid
yeah, man.
her eyes out, she disappeared
Same.
without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Alright.
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well,
did.
Learn anything?
I did.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think.
Not an accelerant.
Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb?
God, this guy is a pain in the ass.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Yeah, man. There were some naked women in here. They're all gone. I can sell this stuff. Yeah, it's kind of pointless for me to keep doing that.
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom.
Yeah, let's get to the Lovins.
Dijkstra, come here.
I don't think there's gonna be any tonight.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
It's the bomb.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel? Who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the
Fake
day
name someone used?
He's dead. I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral, but I have my sources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Good at bargain orders.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
My tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
One thing I like about this game is there's plenty of time for story. The combat's okay. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's alright. There's more I could be doing with the combat, but I'm playing it really simply. Just because I enjoy the story. I enjoy seeing what's going on.
A whole day wasted.
The combat isn't why I want to keep playing this. It's not about the combat. It's...
No loitering round here. Get out of my sight.
It's the story. It's the graphics are good. Those are the things that keep me coming back to The Witcher.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
It plays pretty well.
What a dump. It looks more like
yeah,
a
combat's not the
hovel than
reason.
Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
Pardon you.
You know, Mr. Munger. You don't, you soon will.
Open sesame.
Footprints.
I mean, I'm gonna loot first. Alright, fine. It's just books. I'm here to read. I'm here to witch.
A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres. .45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
What your senses make it easy clap.
Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his co-host instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain.
There's your problem. I'm researching the heist that the guy I'm trying to find did.
Potassium. Looks like they made the bomb here. Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Stain. Potassium. Wyvern oil. Siri. Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to get out of here, aren't I? Not until I get my loot on. Fan on my computer's deciding to get kind of loud. Second time it's done that in the last week. Last time I was playing Tarkov, though. This game isn't as much of a resource hog. Okay, yeah, that sword's way better. Oh, while I'm at it, save game. People here. Oh.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Interesting.
Certainly not with Triss. I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Who fucking nicked my gold?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
What I've learned doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? Yet you agreed to help me.
I am. Doesn't mean I have to confess everything.
I'll let your insolence fly this time, but only because His Honor the Margrave might indeed have something to do with the theft. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
You got it.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well,
Using.
Birds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know.
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's Barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Whoa. That was pretty cool, the way she just poof. So, I know this is kind of in the middle of a quest, but this might be a good place for me to stop. Because I have a feeling this is going to be a long battle coming up. It might be a good place to start the next stream. But I should not wait every 2 weeks to stream this. I should be playing it more often. I just have other stuff to play. I want to play more Doom Eternal, etc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save my game. And then I'm going to exit. Love that game, The Witcher 3. I like it a lot. Like I said, the combat is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good. God, what's up with my bitrate sometimes? It's really inconsistent. Weird. Take a look and see who's on tonight. Team attacks playing destroy all humans. You're gonna stream eventually, never hit the button, though. I hear you. I decided to stream mainly because I haven't streamed in a few days and I wanted to play some more Witcher, and I did. A couple hours. That's all, though. Short stream. Another new song that I've downloaded recently and installed. Good stuff. Team attack stream about to be done. I want to raid them if they're going to be done. I want to raid someone I haven't raided in a while. You know what? Let's raid my friend Ian. Ian is a graphic designer. I used to work with him at Funimation. He's been doing a bunch of stuff for Free Play Arcade, and then every Tuesday night he does kind of like a design, not really a class, but he's making logos for different companies and stuff, and he's streaming it live, and it's pretty cool. He's a really chill dude. I used to play some games with him sometimes. I haven't in a while, but let's throw Ian a raid. Let's say hello to Ian, and he just recently got made affiliate too, and he's in between jobs technically, so let's throw him some love. Let's throw him a raid. So say hello to Ian. He's a good dude. He pops into my chat every once in a while, so hope you all have a great night. Sorry this was a short stream. There's a lot of Witcher to be played, and tonight there's only a couple battles. It was a lot of story, and that's okay. But next time I stream will probably either be something like Tarkov, but probably more like Doom Eternal. I'm really needing to play more Doom Eternal because I want to get through that campaign before I get busy with some other games. So probably the next stream I do that isn't multiplayer focused or Squad Stupid based will probably be that. But we'll get there. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Short stream, 2.5 hours. No biggie, right? Hope you all have a great night. Stick around, say hi to Ian, and have a great night. Another stream in the books. Did the chat work? Did the command work? Oh my god. I can never tell. This stupid chatbot. So annoying. When I raid, it doesn't show. Okay, it's gonna work. Alright, sorry. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. It's gonna raid here in just a second. Have a great night, everyone.